Hi, Aries. I just finished like a 4-stage Mach 10 sneezing thing. So I guess allergies are in full swing. I feel fine, but these sneezes come out of nowhere. Hi, how are you? This is your why reading. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Hopefully I can get through this without sneezing. All right, Aries. Why? It's either going to be a starting point and you're starting to ask questions, or this is confirmation as to why. This is an answer. All right, we've got the moon. Awesome. Great confirmation. More questions. You could be thinking about a Pisces or a Cancer. It's almost like that card is confirmation for this reading as to why you showed up, because lots of questions. Maybe you're questioning if there's wishful thinking going on versus what's the reality versus have I made the right decision? What the heck is going on? This could be confusion. This could be illusion, denial, deliberate illusion, casting by someone else, keeping you in the dark. So many questions, more than answers. And when you do ask questions, it might beget more questions instead of answers. All right. Okay, so we've got the Tower. 10 of Wands. Let's move this up a little bit here. Or not. I keep wanting to say Libra. Justice. Don't say Libra, because then I'm going to go on Libra brand. You sit here and be like, oh, yeah, Libra. So, it's Aries. Aries, damn it. Pisces. This could be the Hangman. So we got the Tower, which could be Scorpio, Libra, Pisces. This is Justice. This is Hangman. Holy cow. This is Pisces or Cancer over here. The Lovers. Good gracious. There's a lot going on here. 2 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. All right. So we've got a complete and utter shakeup to, it looks like somebody had someone come in from their past, and this could be someone they felt very strongly about, and there's been some kind of cutoff or some kind of starting anew with this other person. There's been an ending to your connection with this person as you know it, because it looks like they've been distracted or they've shown new interest for somebody in their past. And because of that, we have this great upheaval, this sort of catastrophic event. And I think your person, Aries, thought maybe it was just too much work. It was just too much work to be involved or connected with you. And they might still be with you out of a sense of duty. They also might have left because they feel like it's the right thing to do. So they either cut things off, or they are still with you, but only out of a sense of duty. I'm sorry, this is like the harsh truth, isn't it? Holy cow. But if you've been having questions or suspecting this and you're showing up for confirmation, here it is. They feel like things are just kind of, I hate to say it, but it's almost like there's nothing left for them here. All right, what's this? Let's see what this Lovers is about here. What's this Lovers about? Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so things happening very quickly in as far as them making a decision. So this would suggest that whatever decision they made was indeed unexpected and catastrophic and complete 180 or upheaval. I think there was this feeling of being duty bound or staying with you because, I hate to say staying with you, but keeping the connection open because of just longevity, perhaps. Maybe they should, maybe they've worked so hard towards something that they wanted to, honor that, or they felt loyal, something, but they were definitely more interested in somebody that returned from their past. It could also be that everything was kind of, they couldn't let go of something from their past, so any kind of interaction or interest with you was kept at a minimum, and it was functional or on an as-needed basis at best. So that could be just like only for financial security, only for sex, only for connection, something, but minimal. Okay, what's this 2 of Wands about? Feels like emotional distance though. Yeah. Okay, so this is like an emotional death right here. It could be Scorpio. We got Scorpio here. We got Pisces and Cancer here. I went over that. Sorry. This feels like the connection that they had with you. It was almost like they were this right here, these three right here. It's almost like they were kind of waiting to see if something sparked again or if there was going to be, and it just wasn't. And so now the fallout is waiting to see how this is going to end, because I don't know that they've ended it yet. If they have, it was very, when I say ended it, sorry, I feel like there's been an ending, but the fallout, the cleaning up, the parceling out, the letting go is almost like the second crisis. It's going to be another process. It feels like this is not as easy as just them up and walking away, even though that might have been what they did, or you did. I could have the energies backwards, but there's a second crisis, meaning a second breakup, because now it's about parceling out the stuff. There's stuff left over to be parceled out. This person is not finished yet, unfortunately. What's this Four of Wands? What's this Four of Wands? What's this Justice about? What's this Justice about? Damn. We got the Tower. We got the Magician. We've got, oh my goodness. So, okay, all right. You know what? This could be saying when something is bad, don't force it. Don't try to figure out how to make a bad situation worse. Basically, right? We don't need any help in that. And the right thing. It was the right thing for this thing to end as catastrophically as it did. Don't punch me in the face. Maybe you don't know that now. Maybe there's a lot of questions now, but you will see in time that things were either precluded or mitigated. It was right the way things ended. It was just the way things ended. It's almost like it saved you from yourself, because perhaps you were having trouble ending something that was no longer serving you, or you were discarded by somebody who was just a complete jerk and they had no more use for you. And honestly, it's just as well, because now you can start healing. And I know that's no consolation, especially if you're so dang confused and you're just like, this is the dark night of the soul. I am going through hell right now. I know, but this person they were not for you. They were not for you. They weren't, and I mean that as far as they weren't meant to be with you anymore. The situation does not serve you, and they also were not in your corner. They were against you, not for you. So this could have been a very controlling interaction, marriage connection. It could be somebody that was very narcissistic and that you might have wanted to get out, and hence we have the Hangman here, because it was almost like, okay, I'm just going to lie very still and not do anything, and hopefully they won't know I'm in the room. I mean, it could have been as bad as that. If nothing else, it was just like you two were kind of coexisting, two ships passing in the night, and you had checked out emotionally a long time ago. Like there was just a death in the relationship emotionally and with the connection. But for whatever reason, you were still together, and then they found new interest and then ended things abruptly. And I can't help thinking that a part of me feels like you're relieved, honestly. What else for Aries? So, this is just, this reading, it's just, honestly, it's like, it's random, but hopefully it serves as either confirmation, answers some questions, or just gives you it gives you a starting point. Like if you're starting to feel like something's off and you can't bridge that gap, or you're not interested in, it's like, here's why. This is what's going on that maybe you don't know about, or you suspected, and it's confirmation. Aries person. I'm a better person because of you. Yeah, because I probably sucked the life out of you and then, discarded. Or it could be as simple as things have just run their course. All this right here, though, the Death and the Tower and the Magician and it makes me feel like this was one-sided, and that somebody was really getting their needs met or supplying themselves, and you were not, and yet being loyal, you were willing to do the hard work, and it was like, okay, but this was kind of dead in the water. Aries. This cycle with this person has ended. Understood. It's just, this is pretty pivotal for you too, because you've got some major arcana here, a lot of major arcana, and then we've got the very hard work. It's like, this is a 10, so another suggestion that the cycle is completed. We've got karma here, you know, death, tower, moon, lovers, karma. So this is all about, all right, this was, I don't want to say a phase, very important and very pivotal, but it has come to conclusion. It's run its course. I hate that you feel depleted. I wish you could see how I see it, and I'm probably not explaining it fully, but honestly, you're probably not treated very nicely towards the end, especially. And now that you've been discarded or set free, now the healing can begin. Part of me thinks that, you know, it's good riddance and you're relieved, but there's still that emotional fallout, isn't there? All right, what else for Aries? Perhaps you're waiting for the transformation. You were waiting, you know, and maybe even in the relationship, you were waiting for them to come through, to stand up, to get vertical, to have your back, to just be in it, and they just weren't. And that was what the whole relationship was about, trying to get the first 3 months back, you know? And slowly over time, that obviously eats at you, and there's nothing to build on with that. We got jealousy here. Not sure how that plays in. That's not ringing any bells for me. Passion, anger, and courage. Okay, so somebody could have had issues with jealousy. I don't see it. I feel like there was no connection here to be jealous of. They might not want you to get ahead or to be okay after this because they're that much of a jerk. But on the whole, it was almost like this just didn't really go anywhere. There was a detachment long ago before the relationship physically separated. So I don't know how jealousy plays into it. Perhaps that is for you in your own situation. We have passion, anger, and courage here. All tied into one, I guess. I think for you, it's like this is where the courage, I think you've always been, but this is where the rubber meets the road. You're like, okay, this is confirmation that I am moving forward. It's going to take guts because this person could be a prize idiot and really making it difficult for me. But I can't not know what I know, and I won't be pushed around anymore. I'm not going to be manipulated anymore. All right, what else for Aries? Divine companion. It's not this person. Sorry. They might have found what they thought was theirs with this new interest of theirs. I feel like this is about you going inward and connecting to source, listening to your gut, following your intuition, that sort of thing. I don't feel like this is speaking to it being this person. I'm sorry. I know this is like doom and gloom tarot again, but I feel like you're done with this situation. You've been set free. And this is about you being free to find your divine companion incarnate. I mean, if we're talking human here, you know, in the flesh, but I think this is also about you connecting to source. This could be you grieving somebody that you thought was. We all do that, right? We grieve the loss of what could have been or what we thought. Again, especially if you're trying to get those first 3 months back. But this person does not deserve you and your loyalty and your courage and what you would be willing to do for a real relationship. It shows you being so into trying to make this relationship work, or just out of sheer loyalty. It's like, okay, it's not ideal, but you know, I'm a team player and this person doesn't deserve that. What else for Aries? Yeah, this has been a relationship that's been eating away at you for some time. Could even be possibly affecting health if it had gone on, you know, for a longer period. But this is all about a stable relationship that was never quite right. And the issues began to just slowly erode the foundation of trust, respect, love, passion, connectedness, all of that. Just wasn't working anymore. It's too much work on your end, trying to figure out how to make it work all the time. And this person just was along for the ride after a while. You deserve better, Aries. Seriously. Okay, I hope this answered some questions. God forbid it gave you a starting point because, you know, you're like, oh my God, is this what, you know. But I do hope it answered some questions and it was confirmation for you, okay? You take care, and I hope to see you in the next reading.